we've seen for a number of years the notion of the horizontal lie flat bed. Traditional business class seats are at an angle. You slide the feet of one person kind of under the head of the person in front of you, and the person slides down. It's uncomfortable, a little bit harder to sleep. So the lie flat bed has come in. That's created a space problem. How do you design a cabin where everybody is horizontal? And now the latest notion is sort of direct aisle access, where nobody has to climb over anybody to get to the bathroom. And that's created yet more layout issues. And so we've seen all kinds of creativity, herringbone designs, staggered seating, V-shaped seating, and even what British Airways calls yin and yang, where they have one person flying forward and one person flying backward.
Now, what seems to be the most successful so far? Delta's trying this, British Airways. I'm sure this is a very competitive element for them to try to get these lucrative business class flyers into their planes. Who seems to be coming out ahead, Scott?
It's very hard to tell. The British Airways yin-yang system has proven popular. It gives airlines good density, but it doesn't give you direct aisle access. That's something Delta is really pushing now. They're going largely with a herringbone design. On some of their airplanes, they use staggered seating because the herringbone is inefficient. I think the bottom line to all this is they haven't quite figured out the best way to do this yet. It's really interesting in an industry that's so cookie cutter, so copycat. The perfect business class design hasn't come forward. One thing airlines are looking at is sort of bunk bed type seating, where one person would go down, one person would go up. You'd kind of slide one on top of the other. And it would be like being on a train with bunk beds.
I assume you'd have to be, though, pretty strapped in there. I mean, there've got to be some safety problems with that. I mean, that raises a question to me. Who's designing these? Who comes up with the concepts for these seats? Is it an outside company, or the airlines have their own internal designers, Scott?
Oh, this is a huge business. It's terribly important to airlines, and so there are all kinds of people. Airlines hire design firms. They hire yachting consultants, yacht designers, seat manufacturers play with all kinds of concepts. There are several different seat manufacturers who are trying to come up with the perfect solution. So you see a lot of creativity in this space, but no consensus on what's best.